Hello. Welcome everyone to a new session recording or live coding our Visual Studio Code extension, which is built to create or hide secrets in YAML files. We did a wonderful progress last time. We managed to hide secrets. Hey, Code and Coffee, you made it from the first minute. This is awesome. Last time what happened is that we made a really good progress. We managed to hide secrets and we managed to show them based on a command. And based on the first configuration, we also managed to save the configuration. And we managed to redraw or decorate our text after tab switching. However, at the end of the stream, we also discovered that the event that we are using to redecorate our text is relatively slow. This extension will be very good for people who are presenters and live streamers. So it will not make sense, even for a split of a second, to show the text and then hide it properly. So I was a little bit disappointed. However, during the week, I was so pissed off. I was trying to find is this really it? So I tried this the extension again, and surprisingly, it did not behave as bad as before. I don't know. Is it really the performance of the? Let me mute this chat. Is it the performance of the machine at that time? Is it I don't know what happened, but it was faster when I tried it. So I'm hoping that because of also we are in a debugger, it slows things down. So I'm going to ignore this slowness in the hope that it's not a significant delay. Once we release, it's not going to be this significant. Since this is a hobby project, I'm not considering this a big problem. Otherwise, I would have tried it without a release or without debugging right now. But we'll see. I'm gonna open the browser, see if we can run the extension without debugging in an easy way to see if the effect is still slow. If running the extension without debugging requires a fair bit of work, I might postpone it for later and then work on adding all the configurations and all the bells and whistles. Sweet. Alright, so jump to the code. I also managed to create a small GIF. Let me find that thing. Is it in the desktop? Here you go. So I created a GIF or GIF or GIF, depends on how you'd like to pronounce it. How do I open it? Oh, wait a second. Oh no. So this is going to be in our README page. If you have any comments about it, let me know. We don't have anything currently in our README page, so we'll leave it for a bit. Let's now open a browser and see. VSCode extension develop without debugging, or run without debugging. Yeah, I thought it's not going to be as easy. Let's see if, like in the launch JSON, we have run extension and we have extension test. Yeah, we are still saying the extension path, out files, that file, request. Yeah, I don't know. Debuggers get attached even with run without debugging. I don't think this will help us a lot. I don't want to package the whole thing and then run it. Let's see. Does this issue occur when all extensions are disabled? This was happening. Create a new file in this. I don't know. Alright. I would say leave it for now. Configure Visual Studio Code. Maybe if I find better wording, package Visual Studio Code extension locally. Maybe like this. Publishing extensions. Once you have made a high quality extension, sorry. No, we're gonna make it high quality. You know, we're gonna clean it up. You can publish it to the VSCode extension marketplace. This is what I don't want right now. Alternatively, you can package an extension into the installable VCIX format and share it with other users. This is what we are looking at. This topic covers using VCE, Visual Studio CE, the CLI tool for managing Visual Studio Code extensions, packaging, publishing, and unpublishing extensions, registering publisher ID necessary for publishing extensions. VSCE, short of Visual Studio Code Extensions, is command line tool for packaging, publishing, installation. It does not come with the tool. Alright, we're gonna look how we are going to install it. And then VSCE package and publish. Publishing extensions. The badges, image URLs, Visual extension, get person access token. This is where we don't want to go. Create publisher, log into the publisher, how to increment unpublishing extensions, packaging extensions. Here you go. If you want to test an extension on your local installer Visual extension without publishing to Visual Code, here you can choose to package your extension. VSC can package your extension into a VCIX file from which users can easily install. Some extensions publish VCIX to each GitHub release. For extensions authors, they can run VCE package extension folder. For users who receive such VCL, they can install it. Okay, I think we can do this. Should we do this? What do you think? Or should we ignore? Like let me run it for you. Maybe it will be slow now because my machine is also streaming. So it's definitely faster than this when I'm not streaming. Definitely. Alright, hide my extension. The command, we already agreed that it's pretty fast, correct? But if we open a new file, see, it's not as bad. It's not as bad. But there's a split of a second. that you can see. So if they, this will make them survive throughout the presentation, I think, because no one will be able to be that fast. But they definitely have to go back afterwards, after the presentation, and delete their tokens and secrets. This is not a way, the ultimate way to keep your secrets safe. Close window. All right. Let's see. We are going to need to install the VSCE anyway. However, in my machine, I don't know, since the geniuses are with me in the chat at the moment, when I installed npm, I think I installed it through, or Node, I think I installed it through brew. And when I did that, I think it put it in a folder that requires sudo commands to install tools or global packages. And I've been struggling since then, I think. I can't remember if I solved it or not. I think I just ignored it. So we can try today to do this. I don't want to deviate too much from the problem. I don't want to solve my npm setup and Node.js, but I think it's part of the problem. So if you feel that you're enjoying this, please say continue. If you feel that, oh, we are here to write Visual Studio Code extensions, then also say on the chat, tell me, and we will change gears. Also, I might already have installed it, by the way, at some time. What is it? Visual Studio Code extension. VSCode extension. Not found. Are you ready? npm install global. The downloading package does not. See? Permission denied. Does it? Do you think it's in brew? Can I install it through brew? How can I search brew? Search VSCE. Search Visual Studio Codium. I don't think this is it. Visual Studio Code extension. Yeah, I thought so as well. I don't think there is. So we need to solve this problem if we want to continue. Let me remember how I maneuvered around this. I think it's either I put sudo install, but I know Thomas or Code and Coffee will not be happy. Brew does use user local. So what should we do? It says missing permissions. So should we sudo? Yeah. I'm afraid that Code and Coffee will don't use -G. You reckon? I need this tool not to be part of my node modules, and I also, because I think eventually it will be shipped with the extension if I install it locally. And also it's a tool that I'd like to use elsewhere. I'm sure I came across this problem before and I solved it. I can't remember if it meant to reinstall or not. I did this, missing access to this, and said brew npm. See? I'm sure I did. Run these commands in Tenor window. I hate to run things blindly. I don't think so. Make directory something global, npm config set prefix. It's all, I don't feel it's all right. I think I was trying to install React. Sudo ch on sudo npm install. Ouch. Okay, let's timebox this one. Let's timebox it. Let's timebox it for 10 minutes. Or is it 10 minutes, 2 minutes? It's 2020, it's 2018 now. If by, it's not 19. If 2029, we don't find a solution for this, we move on. We use sudo. It says I reinstalled the latest version of Node. Oh, maybe I did this once. How to fix missing error when using npm? Should we put plus on brew? Yeah, so this how to run this command. Let's break it down. Ch on is the command you use to change the owner of the file folder. I don't want to change the owner of the file. I don't want to. Because I remember the problem was different. npm this does not work. Using sudo is not recommended. See? It may give you a permission issue later, while Config says, I installed Node from their official tarball, then untar somewhere in your home directory and add it to your path. I can just install it from their website and see if it's going to change anything. While the above works, I am not a fan of changing something. To work around it, you could use a group with npm users, but that's no. I would go for option 2. New config, export. No. Is this the same solution? All groups, Node modules. I think I'd rather reinstall Node and npm. You don't have write access. Open folder containing Node modules. Do something. No. Reinstall Node with npm with Node version manager. Yeah, I've come across this one as well. Changing the owner. Boring. Is there Node.js to div? Is it? Let's stick to the LTS. Do you think this is going to solve our problem? I hate doing this. I agree. It's a brute force. It's a brute force fixing problems. I remember there was a big post I came across. That solved this. All right. Now, did it? Oh, really? Oh, you make me feel bad. I didn't read it. Should I install it again? I removed the package. How can I refresh the environment variables here? I remember in Windows, refresh environment variables, Mac OS. Does such a thing exist? It doesn't. So I have to close the shell, I think. Okay, let's do this. And now we have to increase the font several times. And then, oops. Now this. Source, hide my secrets. And, oops. Was it npm install VSCode E, right? What? This is not fun. We are 5 minutes away. Why? I think you're right, Golden Coffee. It really installed it there. I think there is also should it be this one? It should be, correct? Use a local library, no modules. Oh. I'm sorry. I feel so bad. I'm sorry. I know this is wrong. I know this is wrong. I promised to find a solution. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Which folder it should be, Golden Coffee? So Golden Coffee says directory user local is not sensible place for personal node modules. I don't know why that's the default. One of the Stack Overflow answers said npm has a config file where you can change that location. Should we do it today here? Come on, there's not too many people here on the chat today, so should we do it? It's already, like, we are 3 minutes away. Back up your computer. It should be in my home directory. Yeah. Okay, I got it. So it's like this, my home directory. So make a directory there, npm global, and configure npm to use the new directory path, this one, and only then and then add this path to to path, and then we need to update our current profile with the current path. Alright, we already installed it in force mode, like we sudoed our way. Yeah, I think I see what you're saying. Fair enough. Okay, let's be good citizens and like this one. I didn't try it. Maybe I shouldn't, but it makes sense. Oh no. I'm receiving phone call. Dismissed. Okay. Now that we have it running, let's see what we can. Let's go back to. I'm gonna keep this tab open, and we are going to you, Rodrigo. Thank you so much. We'll come back to your answer later. Bye this. Bye that. Bye you. by this, and come back here. We installed it. We want to run it locally. Packaging extension. So it says for users who receive such as a VSCode, they have to install it this way. So we just say VSCode package. This is nice. We already have Git, so we shouldn't be afraid to do anything. So VSCode, are we in the right directory? Yeah. VSCode package. Missing publisher name. Here we go. Now we already decided. Package.json. Find publisher. Is it? Publisher. We have to register publishing ID. I don't think we need to do this specifically, but create a publisher. We don't want to do this. Oh, here you go. In the pre-publish step. In here, let's just put anything. Name, version, publisher. Publisher, emad. And let's export this again, or package again. It's working, that's beautiful. Warning, a repository field is missing from the package.json manifest file. Do you want to continue? Yes, we want to, because this is just for our own playground. Git status. We have package.json modified. Alright, so I think it's ignored already. This is why it's not showing in Git, but this is our friend. So if I close this, quit, and if we go back to our Firefox and make my extensions dirty and install code install extension and the path, so this guy, and then hide my secret 0. Install extension, installed successfully. Let's open code again. Zoom, and then see if we can hide secrets. Let's open a file. We want to go source and maybe kaboom. Deployments. Oh, scaled object. No, kaboom. Here you go. Alright, now switch tabs. It's not that much faster, really. It's not that much faster. Alright. Uninstalled. Extensions. Installed. Hide. And uninstalled. Reload. Alright, we learned so far. Cotton Coffee says everybody who said to use sudo should go to sysadmin jail. I agree. All right. So what we have learned so far, we have learned how to package our extension locally. We figured out that npm is naughty boy in how it's being installed. And we learned that we can change the configuration of npm. And we learned that our extension is not performing much better without debugging, which is kind of sad. Anyway, let's hope that we make it clear to the end users. We put a big warning that if you what you are doing is a mission critical scenario, just don't depend on it to hide your secrets. All right. Now let's open our to-do. Oh, not here. We said we are going to figure out configuration so we can store the list of keys of secrets like password and secret, because currently Currently we are hard coding the key here as the word app. This should be not equals but key value in list of keys, and these keys should be stored in the configuration. So this is the point of the to-do list. This is one. When file changes, should we parse again? We haven't answered this. I am with the let's give it a lower priority. Publish to code market. This is probably going to be the last thing. Make the decoration themable. It might even take precedence on this. And add unit tests. Dun, 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 the ultimate question. Alright, save this one. Now, I would say let's go with trying to figure out how we can put this list as a configuration. Let's go to the browser, as we always do, and search for VSCode extension configuration list. A list. Of course, this is so broad search terms. Managing extension versus code extension. No. Contribution points. Multi-item. Registered extension configuration. It's not the dictionary. Array. Contributing configuration of type array. Here you go. I'm creating extension to VS Code that needs to be converted with an array of objects containing fields A, B. Okay. But there's no IDE, hence when user fills in data, I can retrieve successfully. Yeah, so in the configuration, this developer says properties, array property, and he puts the first item and then the second item. Correct? Is this? Oh, no, sorry, type array properties. Here you go. A and then B directly. So there is an array. With sample configuration like this, it will be items type object inner objects. Yeah, he's using the dictionary, something like this, or like a bag. No, we want an array. Contribution points, configuration. I was hoping that there's a better documentation for this. Like, why do I find answers on Stack Overflow and not in here. Or maybe there is and I didn't find it and didn't look properly. Here you go. Specify. This is one selection. Let's find the word array. Maybe it's easier. Other types are we under configuration? We are. Other types such as object and array aren't exposed directly in the settings UI and can only be modified by editing the JSON directly. Instead of controls for editing them, users will see a link to edit. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Because probably you are talking about technical people here. You can also provide an enum descriptions property which provides descriptive text rendered at the bottom of the dropdown. Probably not. You can also use markdown enum description. This is not what we also want. Yeah, I think we got what we want from the Stack Overflow question and from the documentation. Alright, so if we go back to the Stack Overflow, we can see that he has or she has a type, sorry, not here, a type of array. So if we go to package.json, oops, configuration, properties, I still didn't nail my understanding of this one, yeah? So let's compare it with what they have. Configuration, properties, array property. This is what I don't understand. Like, is it a key? Title type. These are the properties. Okay, this is one, and this is the type. And then we have another one. And we call it hide my secret. I don't know if I should do this thing, or is it? Well, because we disagreed on how we can retrieve this. I still feel like this is not clean, by the way. The naming, like you can see that I'm already invoking a hierarchy here with the dot notion. And when I retrieve this, I get all the configuration and then find this in this way. I feel that there's something wrong here. Maybe we can just finish the extension. Okay, let's do this. Let's add a to-do. And we say, figure out exactly how configuration schema works, because what? We are using the dot notion or notation, not notion. We're using the dot notion and it feels ugly. Alright. Shall we continue? Pick our fights and do one thing at a time. The type is array. The default value is, I hope that it's like this, app, and let's pick another one, app, and let's go for app now. Description, list of keywords that are, whose values you want to hide. Does it make sense? All right. Now we can debug, and we can put a breakpoint at the debugger. Where we get the configuration here, and from there we can see if we have the configuration or not. Do you think this is a good idea? Rather than investing a lot of writing code. Open my Kaboom. Oh, we didn't put a breakpoint. Silly me. Let's put it in the... this is already too late. And let's do it in the command. So in the command we get the configuration here. If we go back, run the command, we got the configuration. I think we said last time config.inspect, and we get the result. Where should we find this? In default value? I think this is one of, I remember our eye was lost here for some time. Here you go, hide my secret. An array app, yep, it's working. It's working. But it does not have a key. Huh? This one is named hide. This one does not have a key. Is this right? Shouldn't be right. Okay, let's stop this and go back to our package.json. See what we screwed up here. Oh, we didn't put the thing out of the dot. All right, so what should we name it? Naming it is things are the hardest thing. So keys to hide. Keys to hide, or secret keys. Yeah, secret keys. All right. Now that we have the debugging there, we can let's hide this debugging thing and the window, and go where we are using app. Are we getting the configuration here? We don't. Should we pass the keys from here rather than depending on the configuration from here? I think we should. But if we're going to do this, we are going to pass it to find ranges and code, because we're going to pass it here. Wait a second. Why do we have this here? This is the ultimate one. Configuration. So configuration should be passing it to find ranges. I would say let's do this. Yeah. Let's pass the list of keys. We get it with this. and we pass it along to make the code cleaner. Everything is parameters. Okay, let secret keys equal config dot get hide my secret. Cotton Coffee is happy. Yeah, I thought you're gonna like this one. Hide my secret dot secret keys. We don't have to specify a type, right? Or are we going to be, is it going to complain? Because I'm going to say here in the definition, it will also take secret keys, which is an array of string. Yeah, so if I do this and I pass where did we start? Where did it change? Here we go. If we pass secrets like this, the compiler will complain because it says argument of our type unknown is not assignable to parameter string array. We know already it's array, but I think we just say string array will solve the problem. But I just noticed that in the activation, oh yeah, this is on the did change active text editor. With this event we don't have, I think we need to get the configuration again. Maybe we should extract this magic into a function and call it everywhere we need the configuration. All right. For now, we will have to duplicate this code, don't we? We need to get the configuration. And we need to here you go. Look, I hard coded it. This is also wrong. See, it's good that we are looking at this. Unit tests. We don't have unit tests. This is why this is so bad of you, Ahmad. If you had unit tests, you probably would have caught this one. Thank you for your work. And then take this one, and then we pass secret keys. All right. So this is repetitive. We do it every once in a while. Like it's only 3 lines, but it is ugly. Like it could be cleaner. The last place is that we also need to get the secrets. I know that we can, once it's activated, we can keep the list statically saved somewhere, but if they change the configuration, this means that they have to reload or they have to restart the extension. I'd rather keep it dynamic. Yeah, so I hope it's not gonna have a big performance issue. So we get the configuration, we get the so take this one, and then pass it through. All right. Now that we are passing the secret keys from the configuration, I still believe that this is really ugly way. Once we get it, it's everywhere. Now we have a list of keys that we can simply say key value does the how is in TypeScript? Do we have contain? TypeScript, it's JavaScript. Array of string contains. Do we have anything like this? I'm so lazy. Is this TypeScript? Oh yeah. Then array dot index of this greater than. No. It's not contains. Does it say contain? I didn't mean contain. No, not contains. Sorry. Or is it? This answer confused me. Here you go. Filter X, where X includes this. Is this promising? MDN has great JavaScript documentation. Fair enough. Let's go to MDN. MDN array. What do you think that TypeScript has something built in? It contains an array of selected object that contains the key value pairs for each index in the array. Filter retains a new array containing all elements of the calling array for which the provided filtering function retains true. Currently, JavaScript has something built in, so therefore TypeScript is 2. Okay. No, I thought like TypeScript has even further abstraction, but anyway. Includes determines whether the array contains a value. Yep. This is our friend. Includes. So rather than saying this, we say secret keys. Oh, we didn't pass it through. So we have to change the signature as well for this friend here. We say secret keys, which is a string array. And then we paste, where do we get it? Secret keys. And also in here, and also in here, and also in here. But then I think that we haven't. Oh, really? This is it? Okay. We say secret keys dot. What do we say? Includes a string key value. We already have app key as the default one. So if we run, and then, here you go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Hide my secrets. Remove this one. We don't want a breakpoint. F5 again. Hide. Unhide. hide, unhide. Sweet. All right. Let's now add another key. Shall we? In my example, source, kaboom. Let's choose the word image. Shall we? Image. All right. Close this one. In the configuration. No, not in the configuration. In settings. All right. So if we say 5, and then we say settings, UI, and then search for hide. Hide my secret. Edit in JSON. So we say app and image. Oh, we already have one. Image. Save. Is it gonna ask to load things? Oops. No. Go back to number 1. Hide. It does the magic. Beautiful. Beautiful. So based on that, the user can define all the lists, all the keys that they want to hide. And normally it's things like, if we open, for example, Kubernetes secrets. Is it? I don't think it's gonna be best 64 encoded anyway. Yeah, something like this. Password, for example. I know it's already so because best 64 people still can get it, but we can just hide it. So the list becomes image, app, password, cert, token, etc. Wow, I think we are really productive today. Look, it's already 9. It's only 9, and we nailed this configuration part. Sweet. All right. Close this one. Are we in the configuration? Oh yeah. Now, before we lose anything, we need to commit. We don't want to commit the package. Oh yeah, we added the publisher emad. Okay, we're not going to publish the visual to the market yet anyway. Just git diff. Yeah, this is the only thing and the to do. Okay. Let's go and try to clean some of the to-dos. How do we do this? No. There must be a way to find all the to-dos. Let's ask Google. To do comment VSCode. To do highlight marketplace. No, I don't want extensions to do that. Does VSCode support user list? Yeah, this is what we want. No, not so helpful. What is that marketplace? Control Alt click. What is this? No. This is 2017, and the answer was already that they don't want to support to do. So we don't. So we have to search for it ourselves or install an extension. Let's just search for to do. Only one. Check configuration. If true, then call function. Otherwise, don't do anything. What was this? This is probably really old. Check configuration. If true, then call function. I think this is very old. This is one of the. This is why people say don't depend on comments. Do you have anything? This is true hide. We don't need this. What else to clean up? The command has been defined in the package JSON. Now provide the implementation of the code base. The command ID match there. We don't also need this. The code you place here will be executed every time your command is executed. Thank you so much for your help. Oops. What did I do? Display message box for the user. We don't need this anyway. And what else? Comments. It's a mapping, it's an object key. We needed these. It's a sequence. This method is called when your extension is deactivated. Okay, let's keep that one. Sweet. Alright. Git add everything. We don't. Oh yeah, add everything. Git add everything. Git commit message. Make secret keys configurable. Git push for your luxury, my friends on the chat. Okay, now that we made this, we can also go to the to-do. Oops, we forgot the to-do. Figure out configuration so we can store. Actually, when I was looking at the settings, the JSON, I noticed that it's true that it has this section, this notion, like the name of the extension dot the key. But I don't know why in the documentation it felt like some weird stuff, and also in the examples. Do we have an examples? Close this one, close this one, close this one, close this one, close. Configure type array. Yeah, so something like this here. Title. I think I know that I shouldn't depend on Stack Overflow, of course. But anyway. Here you go, my test. Alright, fair enough. Problem solved. I think with this one we can remove this. Save. Make the decoration themable and configurable. Alright. This is the second one. Is it more important than figure out exactly how configuration schema works? Or is it more important than when file changes should we parse again? I think the configurable is more important, because it's also, if you noticed, if the text is dark, like if I had a white theme, let's do this. Color theme. Let's put something light. And then let's run this. And then we hide our secrets. The font color. Oh, is it? This is the whole thing? Oh, see, if the user selects the text, selecting no, but if you highlight, it will show it, and also the user can edit it. So they have to be very careful not to jump here and start writing text, or they will break it. I don't think we can do anything about this. So if they are in the text area, in the password area, and this option is on, then maybe disable typing, or disable the changes. I don't know, maybe. But definitely we need to put the decoration in a way that it really hides it. And we need to understand what is this in Visual Studio Code, that when you click on a text, it highlights with a different color for the segments. It finds all the matches. It finds all the matches. Yeah, so this is only one match. So we have to find this also to hide. Okay. Decoration. What do you think? Should we make the configuration should we make the configuration, or should we make the decoration configurable? Should we jump on this task? Or should we start unit tests? Let's have a look at unit tests. I forgot what my previous color theme was. Groovebox. But it was dark. Groovebox. Dark medium, was it? I think it was dark soft. No, it was dark. Color, groove, dark, hard. Let's keep it hard. Alright. No comments from anyone. Let's check unit tests. I had a look. Maybe not this week, not the last week, but the week before, when we were pondering about unit tests. I didn't do an extensive research, but we needed that tab. But I think we came across. So if I say test, now one of the problems was this. You can import and use all API from VSCode module, as well as import your extensions to test it. You can import and use all API from the VSCode module, as well as import your extension to test it. So we don't really need to mock anything, do we? We don't have external dependencies except for the parser. But it says I can import this directly from 1, 2, and here. Hide my secret. Okay. Like this. What am I doing? I'm just following blindly. My extension is declared, but its value is never read. Okay. One step at a time, man. Take it easy. So if we are here, one step up, and then another step up, and then extension to, oh no. I think it's just this. Alright. So if this is true, is this right? Okay, we'll see. And then we have Visual Studio Code. We have my extension. And the parser. We needed the parser, right? Should we import it? We don't need to import it. My extension already imports parser inside. Correct? Let's see. If I go to extension, what do I want to test? I want to test hide this. In the activate, config, we need to test that we can get the configuration. This is one test. And that what? Because nothing is returned, it's not really the best code for testability, isn't it? We are eventually adding a decorator. So the ultimate code is that we are pushing ranges of code that we're finding, and then we are setting decorations. So is this being called? Is this being populated? But then if we have the parser doing the real job, we need to, maybe we should make it an integration test rather than unit test. So if I wanted to test this, I have to pass a node of YAML. I have to pass the editor. I have to pass ranges. And I have to pass a list of secret keys. And then when this finishes, I should check the ranges is full based on what we have in the editor, in the node YAML, and on the secret keys. And probably we know the ranges, and we match the ranges. I think this is it. The problem is we can call this directly, but we don't have a text editor. We have to create one. correct? So in my research, humble research, this is what I came across. Testing extensions. In the generative extension, you can use npm to run the integration tests. Download the unzips and the test script. Visual Studio Code provides two CLI parameters for running extension tests. This one and that one. The test script run tests uses the VSCode test API to simplify the process of downloading, unzipping, and launching Visual Studio Code with extension tested parameters. I didn't see anything like this. So I think it's already packaged. So once we are here, but we need to load a file in the editor, shouldn't we? So here, sorry, the editor. No. The editor is just for the decoration that we already parsed. Oh my god, I'm sorry. We already parsed at this node. We already parsed. We already have the nodes. Editor just to set the decoration at the end. Sorry for this. Alright. I think we are getting somewhere. So we still need the parser to send the node. So if I say I'm gonna get it from my extension anyway. This one. Why do we have two? I think this is wrong. Alright. And then here, for example, we load a file or a text and we say parse. So for example, let parsed equals YAML parser dot load and a string, and the string should be a YAML like scaled object. So if I select copy and paste, we have to escape everything. Do we have this in we don't. How can we alright, type script multi-line string. This is Angular. Backward comments. Of course. So rather than this, we do this and this. Alright. Now that we have this, we can say, for example, my extension dot. They are not exposed. Should we expose them? They are not exposed. So if I go to extension and expose our friend traverse, expose, is it before or after? How do you expose it? Type script expose function. Expose or export? Export. Oh my goodness. Export. I think expose is better. The indentation right from the inline YAML. Is the indentation right from the inline YAML? I'm hoping so. Isn't it? Do you think it's gonna be more? Do you think this is? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Good point. Should we just do this and then do this? Do you like this one? Could it be correct? All right. And then in my extension, what will I do? I would say dot traverse and change, where we have parsed and the VSCode.window.editor active. We have to, in order to find the ranges, this editor should have the same text, because it needs to find everything, isn't it? It needs to find the ranges. So if it needs to find the ranges, this means that we need to supply it both to Visual Studio Code window active. Can we set it up? Okay, let's do this. Our extensions. Is there anything here that we can benefit from? I'm trying to find any VSCode references. Okay, maybe we can search. VSCode active editor. Is it active editor? Active text editor. Active text editor. Set text unit test. Testing your Visual Studio Code extensions. How can run unit tests in Visual Code in .NET Test? We'll come back to this one. Unit tests. Test param definitions, split assert is equal. This is very simple. End-to-end testing. VSCode URI file. Should annotate function with parameters. I don't want to use files. Should I use files? Maybe it's better if I use files. But it's not going to be unit test, right? Anyway, it's not unit test anyway. Open desktop image. There should be a way to set the text directly. Should we create a new file and add it our tests, or should we keep doing what we're doing and have it inline and pass the string somewhere to this friend? But it's not going to be the same. Oh, no, it's going to be the same. Correct. So if I say VSCode dot workspace dot apply edit, make changes to one or many resources, or create, delete, and rename resources. Create file system mocha, find files. A file system instance that allows to interact with local and remote files. Git configuration, events, open text document, register, save all text documents. The location of workspace files, for example, update workspace folders. I think we don't have a choice but to open text document. Suggestions? Alright, I think we have to do this. Open text document. I was trying to avoid... This is integration-y. Alright, doesn't matter. Let's open it. Should we create a new file here? Test YAML.yaml. And then get all of this to where? Yeah. It's all wrong. Duplicate key. What's wrong? Oh, damn it. Okay. Let's copy it from the original file. Where did we copy it from? Is it open? Scared object. Yeah. Copy. And then, here you go. YAML! So horrible. I really feel sorry for the author of YAML for how much bad things he is receiving from developers. I know that you had good intentions, mate. I know. And it's good in certain situations, but it makes me tired. Okay, in this case, we drop this and we move this line downward. First, we need to move this up. Open the document and the path, like our friend here. The URI is... Oh no. Why this magic? Can't I just provide the name of the file? Is it running from there? What is directory name? No, I want to find this. Copy, find. I have no idea what this is. Plus the test folder location, plus the name of the file. Alright. Alright. Fair enough. Let's start with a normal so options, so file name as string. Let's put a file name and see what happens. Test YAML.yaml. We get the file. Now it's open. I think this suggests that we should show text document. Do we have to? Open text document, we have the document, and then show text document for the editor. I think we have to. Okay. So let document equals this, and then let editor equals VSCode.workspace.show window.show, no, not show, copy paste. And see, we almost went into the same problem. We have to await it. But then we have to mark this as async. So we go and we say, please be async. Oh, not this one. This one. Await. And also await. Oops, what did I do? Let editor equals this one. Now we have an editor. And we can pass the editor here. And we can also say editor dot get document dot get text. Where is it? Get text. Yeah, like this, and then ranges is just an empty range. Should we do this? Should we pass it like this? Let range equals an empty range. Can we do this? We can't. Cannot find range. Did you name range? No. VSCode range. Is this better? I can't believe I still don't have. There you go. I'm gonna go to the extension and see how I did it there. How did I do this? An array of this. I need to revise my basics. Range and secrets. You can say let secret keys equals what do we have in the YAML file? Let's say it's calling period, or no, scale address. Good. And we say secret keys. When we do this, we should have range assert deep does not show the script equal fail length why is it the property match name not equal? Is it not empty? I don't like not equal. Which one is the expected? The actual is range dot length, and 0 is like this. And we can remove our friends here. What do you think? Extension. What changes did we do in extension? Export. Save. Alright. Now, how do you run the tests? npm test. Is it just like that? By default, VSCode will open the debug instance. This kind of slow down the initial load disables. Open the VSCode and find inside the extension test config and add disabled extensions in the arguments. I feel like we're doing integration test and we shouldn't be doing this. How do we run the test? Maybe we should ask here. Visual Studio Code provides two CLI parameters for running extension tests: extension development path and extension test path. Is this even... Visual Studio Code supports running debugging tests for your extension. These tests will run inside a special instance of Visual Code extension development host and have full access to the Visual Code API. We refer to these tests as integration tests because they go beyond unit tests that can run without Visual Code instance. If you're migrating from VS Code, see migrating VS Code. npm run test. npm run test. Wow. Downloading VS Code. Why? Not nice. Package to JSON. No, launch, sorry. Launch, correct. Extension tests. I think we are doing it the wrong way. I'm going to cancel this one. I'm just going to end the debug. Extension tests. What happened? One tests failed. Unable to read file, test YAML. Unable to resolve non-existing file, test YAML. Where should it be? Okay. Oh, really? Is it global? Is it the full path? Not nice. where should we go? Unit tests, path, directory name. Where did this directory name come from? And test folder location. Should we put the test folder location only? Or are we too much guessing? Let's search for this one. Open text document. File path. This is not what we want. No, show text document should support open background. Add show text. Open text document. VSCode. Open text result but retains undefined files. This is 18. I'm having your eye. I want an example. File path. Oh my god, this is so ugly. Maybe this one. And URL find handler can't open file from local network space. Schema opening verified. I think this is. We need an example. We need to know exactly where this path is. Maybe in our samples. Do we have samples? No. What is this? No. Is this the samples? Yes. In this repository, find open text document. Let's see. URI of encoder location editor document URI. Section active. No. Open text document, plain text. sample text encoded, item URI, maybe this one. Item comes from item. We have to find where this is being called. Come on, I shouldn't be doing this. It should be clear. Where is it coming from? I think I'm gonna surrender for this one. What do you think? Okay. Maybe if we put a breakpoint. Should we? But what are we going to get from putting a breakpoint here? We will not be able to get anything. Is it, if we go here, we say, are we in the test suite? Are we like this? Test. And then suite. Let's try this one. Another problem? It's the same problem, isn't it? Yeah. It's the same problem. Could it be like that? Is this a hard-coded name? It is actually. We might get this working. Zero passing. Sample test. One failing. Cannot open file. User source. Add my secrets out. Test. Sweet case. Because unable to read file from out. This is the directory name. So I have to remove this, I guess, because it's already in the name. Let's try this. Run it again. We have a beautiful extension, people. We have a beautiful extension. It's working. We are hiding our secrets. We are just trying to figure out the unit tests. So it's this time it says unable to read file, uses imadarashi source, hide my secrets out, test suite, and then another one. This is the last time, okay? I'm sure it's gonna work. Did it fail already? Users email Rashi source, hide my secrets out, test suite, test YAML. I think the out is the problem. Should we put it in the unignored? Out. By default, VSCode will open the background sensor. This is no, this is not what I want. Colored output. End-to-end testing. Where is the path? So I think we should remove it from the ignore then. But I don't want to ship my test files with extension. This is going to be so wrong. Alright, it's already 10, like we have 5 minutes. If I figure this out, I will. Otherwise, we call it a night. In the package.json, there's nothing. Main, it's running from the out. Main. Okay, I'm gonna just do a hacky thing. I'm just gonna copy the file to the output folder. I know it's wrong. I just want to see if it's working. Copy and put it in out. And then it's going to be overwritten. Do you think it's going to be overwritten? Oh, it opened it. One passing. Nice. So it passes. It passes nicely. It passes nicely, except that we have to figure out why it's not. Just delete it from here. Why it's not moved to the output file. It's not moved here. Which file is it that does this? Extensing the JSON, launch the JSON. I don't think it's the launch the JSON. Settings, no. Tasks, no. I don't know what this is. Node modules. This is the output folder. The source. The test. The ignore. The VS, Code ignore. anything on out test. How can I make an exclusion? It's not that I need exclusion. You know what? What is other directory other than? I know that we have a hard-coded key, the directory name, file name. Yeah, it's just that. Directory name. Alright, I'm not going to commit this one. I think we're going to leave it here. But at least we know that our test is working. Sweet. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for passing by. Thank you for the ones who were remaining with us. Thank you for anyone who, for everyone who commented. And see you. Oh, Jotham, you're here. I was saying goodbye. I was wrapping up. Thank you, Karan Coffee. Just to give you a heads up, Jotham, we changed the configuration so that we have lists of keys that we can test against, and I have an integration test that is running, except for that it cannot find the file. It searched for it in the output folder. We don't want to. Oh, really? Oh, I thought you just came. All right. Oh, sweet. Okay, then, awesome. All right, sweet then. Then there's no need for the summary. I think since you're already there, thank you so much for being there. You're awesome. And then continue next week. Thank you, Jotham. Thank you, Golden Coffee. Have a lovely night.